Shalom. This Shiviti meditation is meant to help us be present and reconnect with the source of life through the practice of mindful eating. We recommend practicing this meditation before a meal so that you can bring the practice directly in this everyday life activity. Our relationship with food can be emotionally complicated sometimes. So if this is a triggering topic for you, please be kind to yourself and really stay in touch with your own feelings. It's important to remember that the idea here is not to modify our eating habits, just to bring awareness to the present moment and to what's alive in us while we are eating. Let's start with a couple of breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And breath in and breath out. Enjoying your body exactly where it is and how it's sitting right now. And as the air goes in and out, paying attention to our capacity to pay attention. Paying attention to this awareness, this that. Which is like the backdrop of our whole experience. And breathing in. And breathing out. Now we can start visualizing the next time we will eat. Or maybe you're about to eat and this is your contemplation practice in order to bring mindfulness to your eating today. So start by visualizing or by looking at something you will eat now, a dish or fruit. And as you do so, pay attention to your body, to its responses to the visualization or the visual stimulation of food. Maybe feeling anticipation, maybe sensing your saliva being activated, your appetite suddenly awakening. How does the food look like? What colors are dominant? How does it smell, if there is a scent? And if you have food with you, you can touch it and pay attention to your contact with it, the texture, the temperature. And moving back and forth between this contact with the food in your mind's eye or in your hands, and bringing awareness back to your body. And maybe staying still and contemplating the food instead of just taking it right now feels difficult. So we pay attention to all that. Now taking a moment to visualize where the food came from. Think of the tree or the soil on which or in which it grew, and the time it took for the bud to flower, for the fruit to start growing over the vegetable. You're thinking of the time it took, if we take the example of a fruit, of an apple, the time it took for the apple to grow, the alternation of days and nights, the sun, the stars, the rain and the sunshine that nurtured the fruit. And then visualizing the hands that picked it and packed it and drove it or flew it and packaged it and put it in stores and sold it. So much human work involved in us having something to eat right now, including the hands who bought the apple with the money of their own work. And taking a moment to appreciate, to acknowledge the contribution of the whole universe for you to have a piece of apple right now in your hands to nourish you and give you life. And if you're about to eat something, you may now, if you'd like, say a blessing. A blessing contemplating the source of the food and blessing the source of life from where all that is alive came from. A moment of gratitude for the source of life that nourishes us. Now if you're about to eat, you can slowly start eating, or you can visualize the next time you will be eating. Taking your time as you chew. Feeling your body moving and working, all the various parts of your body involved in that simple act of eating. The jaw, the teeth, the saliva, the tongue. Feeling tastes and sensations and emotions. All awakened by the chewing. Not swallowing immediately, allowing the tastes to unfold in your mouth. And then following the journey of food, physically the sensation as it goes down towards the stomach. And so being both in appreciation of the very concrete sensations and bodily connections, and beyond the connection with the source of energy, allowing us to live. And the generosity of nature and the source of life beyond nature, providing food so that we can keep growing and become the person we want to be. Breathing in, breathing out. And connecting deeply with the source of life, bringing awareness to the divine presence in everything, the divine spark in everything, that everything comes back to the same source. As we use the next meal as an opportunity to reconnect with the divine. And perhaps setting an intention to bring this presence to your next meal. And perhaps setting an intention to use the energy you receive from the food to create a positive impact in the world. Now, fill yourself with love and go share it with the world.